Broadcasting from occupied territories or the flea media, it's the Reality Dysfunction Podcast. A space where a diverse group of brown folk from across the nation explore the political experiences and social future of our Chicano Latino community. Control the narrative. Resist the dysfunction.
Hey, everybody. We're back. We don't really have a topic this week, but we've already been talking about older men dating younger women, vasectomies, and when I lost my virginity. And so we just thought we'd turn on the recorder and fill you all in on the rest of the conversation. My name is Ernesto Morales, and I'm coming at you all straight out of Prescott, Arizona.
Hi, everybody. Alex Lozada. And today I'm in beautiful Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Dan Sosa in Saginaw, Michigan. My background is different. You might have noticed because I'm old and I found a comfortable spot. And when you get to be our age and you find a comfortable spot, it's just worth it to stay in it. Sorry.
Yeah, recently my tailbone, my ass bone has been hurting. I think it's because I've been sitting pretty much straight for 365 days, and it's a problem. I'm also having a hard time flexing my hips. So yeah, this is serious business. I feel you on the comfortable spot. I feel you.
Today I am in my hometown of Saginaw, Michigan.
Saginaw, Michigan. El Chingon. That's what the Zoom box says.
Hello, this is Reiner Delgado. I'm calling from Lansing, Michigan. And speaking of old, I pulled my calf muscle in my sleep the other day.
That's such an old thing to do.
It's kind of healed. Walked around Myers yesterday for 30 minutes and was feeling fine. But man, I was limping for a couple days just because I woke up with a pulled calf muscle.
Old people pull muscles when they sneeze.
So yeah, there you go.
All right, and there's a piece of scientific information for you. Okay, Carolina.
Okay, Carolina Sanchez coming from a rainy SoCal. Oh. And speaking of not being old, but having played soccer and stuff all my life, when it gets cold like this, my knee and my ankles tend to hurt. I have to wear socks to bed because otherwise my ankles will get too cold and then they will hurt. So yeah, I'm not old, but I have my body, she's been used.
Got bad news. They'll continue to hurt.
I know. I'm part of me is sad about it, but the other part of me was it's because I really enjoyed something and I was able to play soccer for most of my life. So
I woke up on my 21st birthday with the biggest, worst Charlie horse of my life. I got up out of bed, fell on the ground, woke up on the ground the next day, and it's all been downhill from there.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna get one of my knees replaced this year. I'm sure of it because sometimes when I move my knee, I'm standing, I can hear the grinding now.
Clicking?
Yeah, the clicking.
I feel like it's ready for a hip.
I can hear that in my knees.
Ooh, that's not good. Yeah.
It depends how I bend it, though. It's because I tore my MCL. I sprained my MCL really badly in high school. And a lot of my friends actually ended up having to get ACL surgery. So yeah. I mean, my knee, I can't stand too long. I have to if I'm gonna stand for a long time, I can't stand barefoot. I have to have shoes on. I was doing my mom's hair and I made the mistake of not, and then for the whole rest of the day and then part of the next day, my poor knee was why did you do this? And I'm I'm sorry, knee. I know better. It happened.
I haven't worn shoes for the better part of a year. And I read this article the other day, and the title of it was How the Pandemic is Affecting Your Feet. And after I read the article, I went and I tried to put on all the shoes that I was wearing before the pandemic, and they didn't fit anymore. They were too small. And so my foot has, because I haven't been wearing my shoes, my foot has gotten fatter and wider. It's gotten more Flintstone-like than it was even before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So now I get up and put shoes on every morning.
I was born with my feet that way, and yet when I was working in my professional in-person life, I had to walk through the city of Detroit with high heels on.
Oh.
I don't miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped wearing heels a long time ago. I'm like, no, that's not necessary.
I can barely wear heels for more than probably a dinner or something. Otherwise, my knees
That's against you.
I work with all women, so it's like the only way to get noticed that you're doing a good job is if you also look well physically. It's real shitty. It's a horrible world we live in.
That's not cool. I have some Cayman Gator cowboy boots. They got a heel on them that's probably about that big. They make my knees hurt. So I only wear them once in a while.
You have a big ass belt buckle to go with them?
I'm gonna get one. When one of these days I'm gonna go to Mexico and I'm gonna commission one, that like a silver one, and it's gonna have like 2 fighting roosters on it, like fighting each other.
Very Freudian.
I still have the boots I got in Fort Worth. So
yeah,
my hobos. Don't wear them very often because my feet are all fucked up. But
actually, I'm not gonna get that belt buckle. My wife won't let me.
Oh man!
I told her one time, and she was like, "You're not getting that belt buckle," and I was like, "Oh, please," and she was like, "Yeah, absolutely not."
What you should tell her? What about if you like beat it up a little bit? Yeah, just tell her. Think of all that surface area to work on.
Yeah, no, she was pretty clear. This is not going to happen. But it's my dream belt buckle. It's going to be about this big.
It's gonna be like a boxing championship.
You think that's nice? You think that looks nice on you?
Well, I would have to probably lose about 50 pounds in order to really like think about, actually pulling it off. I also understand that and appreciate that, because otherwise it's just going to be like,
no, but I mean, not
with all this like sort of like belly flab
belt or not. Do you think that that's a nice?
Some people are into that.
Yeah,
but if he's got Wranglers and a cowboy hat, and
I think it's all about context. I mean, I don't think it's nice everywhere. I don't think you look nice like that everywhere. But I think that there are places, I mean, I got the boots. I need a belt.
I don't think that I would ever wear cowboy boots. No hat, none of that stuff. I just don't think it's a cute look for me. I don't think it's a cute look. So when I see a man like with that stuff. I'm like, no, that's not cute.
I feel like context, I don't know. Like my little cousin, she does horseback riding over here. And like there's a lot of people that go like horse riding or horseback riding and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, she looks real cute in her like little cowboy boots and her little hat. But I mean, that's the context. Or like
also, if you have like a cute little grampy who's doing it.
Yeah.
I think that people should dress to provoke conversation myself, but I believe in statement pieces. Honestly, I do.
Alex, your face priceless.
Oh wait,
Alex is like,
you're gonna be like Lady Gaga everywhere, right?
I mean, but then that wouldn't be much at provoking conversation if everybody dressed like that. So then you'd have to dress the opposite of that. But I do think statement pieces are important, right? Like, yeah, I think it's kind of cool to have something that looks a little bit different than what other people have.
Yeah, I was talking to my little cousin and I was like, my ideal aesthetic of like how I dress is like cute but somewhat unapproachable. Like I want to look badass to the point where like weird men don't come up and talk to me. But I also want to be like, I'm looking hella cute today, like I got my docs on, I got like a cute skirt, but don't come up to me.
But that's not necessarily what you're wearing. That's your train face. You got to have a train face on.
Oh yeah. It's like a mix. It's like, and
then
it depends on like the situation.
So you gotta have
attract a different kind of man. Okay.
You gotta have a cavalier hat.
Don't want no weak man.
And a leather embossed vest that can turn a blade. Because you never know when somebody's gonna come at you with a dagger.
I'm still working through cute but unapproachable. That's funny. I like that.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like an Adam Ant song.
This year, I'm planning to go for more of like lady who has crazy home budget, but really all she does is stay at home and garden.
Like that woodsy aesthetic, like home.
Yeah, like real earthy, real simplistic. Yeah, but it's cold out, so
you're gonna have like peasant blouses and skirts.
Yeah, but like I bought also like some really big like baby doll dresses and like the appropriate kind. Like that's what they're called too.
They're called the appropriate kind.
And I bought like overalls and earthy
overalls
colored t-shirts.
Are always appropriate.
You know Chico's?
Yeah.
Right. So like in my age group, like you don't want to wear Chico's because then that means you're like ready for retirement, right? So
just for the job you want.
Right? I'm ready for retirement shit.
It's funny. That's a good one too. That's great.
Yeah. Irrelevant old lady. I don't know.
We have someone in our peer group that just retired out of Oregon State. I was like, holy shit. She retired.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She was in HR, I think.
Already retirement?
Hey, she might have had money put away and was like, peace.
And I'm sure they're going to start doing those like buyouts, early retirement at 50.
I hope so. I'm waiting for a promotion, and my chihuahua. It's getting hard to afford my chihuahua's lifestyle, honestly. He's getting out of hand.
There's a lot of different clothes that men can wear, but it seems like you have to be really skinny to have like a wide selection of clothes as a man.
Really, I find that clothes for men are so much more forgiving too, though, if you're heavier set.
Well, they
but they're not cute. Like you're not looking good if you're like wearing something frumpy in like our overall culture of like fat phobia, right? Like you can't look cute if you're over a certain weight, over a certain size.
It's a lot easier for men to do that than it is for women. There's no question about that.
I mean, when I see things like, what's that one show? And it would drive me bananas. Leah Remini, who is a good looking older lady with that white overweight guy. I was just like, he's funny, mall cop guy, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was the Queen of Kings or the King of Queens
whatever
or
that
something
show
like that.
is. And, it would drive me and I'm like, and then you look across all these shows and it's like a good looking lady.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
And this
like all the Adam Sandler movies.
Average.
Exactly.
All the Adam Sandler movies.
Well, Adam Sandler is, he's just your average guy. Fine, whatever. But I'm talking about like the Kevin James, that's his name?
Yeah, Kevin James, yeah.
And Leah Remini, right? Like, huh?
Yeah, that one never made sense to me either. I was just like, there's no way.
My friend once said, she was like, when you look at straight couples, the girl is always so much better looking than the guy. Like, doesn't matter. Just straight couples across the board. And I was like, you know what? Somewhat true.
Yeah, I mean, this probably has a lot to do with just who I am. I find that women are generally better looking than men. That doesn't mean that I don't think that men aren't good looking, because there are a lot of guys that are really, really handsome, right? I mean, it's just like, wow. I don't understand what that face is.
Like, very handsome, as you said.
Yeah, very handsome, and so, but to go back to the point that because I think this is really important, is that if you are really quite thin, I mean, there's a lot of different kind of clothes that you can wear. Like it's you can be much more fashionable. Yeah.
So like
true for men too.
Maybe Dan knows this, and you guys don't, but like I am small in stature, and I used to weigh 200 pounds, and I never wore shorts until I was 20 years old. I swear to you.
How'd you lose all that weight?
Exercising.
Wow.
At what age were you that weight?
Till I was 19 or 20.
Well, how tall are you?
How small? I'm 5'2", and I weigh 139 pounds.
Yeah, I thought you were somewhere in that 5 foot range. Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations. That's good. That's hard work.
And you look a lot teenier than that on camera.
Yeah, you do.
I did not. Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know. You look about like 120 or something.
And I never wore shorts.
I thought you were probably about that big right there. That's what I was thinking.
Like size 2. Size 2.
And my college roommate was just like, "Who go and check you?" And I was like, "You're right. Changed my life."
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
So that's kind of like the mentality I have towards wearing clothes. I'm like, but my boss is hanging out. Who's gonna say something about it though? Is someone really gonna come up to you and be like, maybe you shouldn't wear that? The likelihood is not. We're kind of taught that that's rude. I mean, my mom tells me that about a lot of things. Like, I just got a new tattoo, and I'm waiting for her to get mad about it. But I pay my own bills, so what can you do?
When I got my first tattoo, I took my mom with me. I'm like, look, I'm getting a tattoo. You want to go with me or not?
She's going to be really mad about this one because this one's actually visible. So I have 6 very large tattoos, but this one is on my
For those of you who are listening, Cecilia's unzipping her jacket right now. Just, I know you can't really see it. You're not going to be able to appreciate what just happened, but I'm just letting you know that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait.
I have no tattoos.
Me either. I have plenty of identifying marks, though. Everywhere.
I have one tattoo, and my dad did not want me to get a tattoo. So I was at MSU. I went home to Saginaw to visit, and I had 2 of my cousins that are about the same age as me. We were all hanging out, and my shirt just happened to move in such a way that he saw the tattoo, like because it's on my arm.
Whoops!
Yeah.
And he let me know he wasn't too happy about it, but he did it right in front of my 2 cousins, and they just about passed out laughing. They just thought it was the funniest thing to watch him, lay into me about it. I mean, and they were crying, laughing. So it was not a good experience.
My parents
will remind you of that when you run into it.
You were, when I was growing up.
That time your dad saw that tattoo? Yeah.
When I was growing up, the only women who got tattoos were women who hung out at strip bars and bowling alleys, according to my dad.
I know. I was like, my parents are pretty lenient.
I guess you would know.
Yeah, my parents are pretty lenient, but the only rule they have is no tattoos. And I'm like, I'm riddled with anxiety and doubt. Not gonna get a tattoo that's that's forever.
I might get a tattoo someday if I can decide what it is that I can live with. I have in the 30 some years of contemplating it, I have yet to come up with a thing that I can live with that's on my body like that forever. So that's part of it. But then one day I'm just going to get a whole sleeve.
Yeah. I got a couple, but I got them I got my first one at 22 and then at 30, then 40, right? And I got another one a couple weeks ago or not weeks, 2 years ago, I think now. And I was wearing sleeves. So my dad wouldn't take it up on my shoulder. And then one day he came to visit and I was like, I just have to say it. Had a couple drinks. I'm like, look, Dad, I have a tattoo.
Did he get mad?
When are you going to stop?
When are you going to stop?
With my mom, it's not that she's mad I got a tattoo. She's just like, there's so much better things you could do with your money. And I'm just like...
I mean, that's not a bad way to approach it.
I mean, but I'm a financial coach, and what I tell my clients is it's all about their values, right? I cannot judge how you value your money. You may enjoy buying things that are unmentionable, but that's not up to me. I don't pay your bill.
And that's why I find that so funny. Your mom has she's your mom, but she has the audacity to tell you about how to spend your money, and you're literally a
my whole family talks to me like my life is falling apart, and I'm just like...
That is such a Mexican family thing.
Yeah.
You could be like a chef and they'll tell you how to cook something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom literally...
You didn't do that right.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness, my mother literally is just she tells me things about my house. She tells me things about my water bill. I'm just like, this is what I do, Cynthia.
You call your mom Cynthia?
Not to her face. I don't want to get
Oh,
slapped.
all right. I just wondered. Yeah.
Yeah,
She'll still smack me.
Right, the shoe will come off.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, this is. I think I don't know. I don't know what I think. Tattoos. I don't like tattoos.
I like them on other people.
Yeah, I really like looking at tattoos. I'll be like, damn, you have that on your body. Like, I really like watching Ink Master because it's like people be talented, like really talented, and that's really
People
cool.
do be talented. Yeah, my wife has 3 tattoos that she got, and so I was just like, oh, that's nice. You have 3 tattoos. Yep.
I had one friend about my new tattoo. He was like, do you like it? And people only ask you that when they don't like it.
It's interesting.
A big fat.
Passive aggressive.
What's your tattoo of? I didn't see it.
It's a sun. It's American traditional.
Yeah.
What is that again?
It's a sun. The style is called American traditional. So, like, if you ever watch cartoons and you're like, oh, that's, soldier, like and that cartoon has like that old school looking tattoo, like the pinup girls.
Is that like the Oberon sun?
No.
It's similar to
I mean, I can't see, so.
No, it's just a sun that I designed.
Oh, okay.
It's nice. Yeah. It's a nice looking tattoo.
It's peeling right now, so it probably looks not great.
Well,
no, I don't know if they can see it, but I can't see that on the screen.
Yeah, I can't see it either. We don't have enough definition.
One of the coolest tattoos I've ever seen is Mark Torres's, though. He has an Aztec calendar on his arm.
Really?
And it's smaller because, it's only on his bicep or whatever, right? But the detail, the detail that they put into that tattoo still amazes me to this day. Mark is one of our friends from MSU, and yeah, I mean, when I saw it, I was like, damn, that's bad. And it's still to this day, 25 years later, that's still one of the best tattoos I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that's in Waterford.
Right side, like of my main body mass, is covered in tattoos. Yeah. No one would ever know.
I think it look great.
The demon spawn has one all up her side.
Yeah,
like of a rose vine or whatever.
Who's the demon spawn?
That's my niece.
My only concern is, as a woman, as you age, your skin gets really saggy. So what are my tattoos going to look like when I'm 75? That's my
badass.
Like a pterodactyl.
That also happens to men. Men's skin gets saggy too.
We all get saggy.
We all get saggy.
Like women, like they're saggy, they're wrinkled. It's like, okay, I hope this ages.
I just
moisturize, sunscreen.
All the confidence in my life that I'm still gonna be great looking when I'm older.
Yeah, great looking, but you're still gonna be wrinkly. I mean, like
that's okay. It's okay. This life is only temporary. Like.
There you go.
I see them in Florida. I see the wrinkly older women in Florida with tattoos, and I'm like, oh, that's
just take care of your skin. Like,
your skin is still gonna get wrinkly.
Yeah, but you can do a lot to like prevent how wrinkly it gets.
You can moisturize daily. That helps.
Sunscreen.
I'm sorry.
Sunscreen. Yeah.
My mother is 70. Oh my God, how old is my mom? She was born in 1945. My mother.
So she's 75 or 6. Between 5 and 6.
Y'all know my mom takes amazing care. She eats really healthy. She doesn't eat fried. She's pretty much veg, if not just completely plant-based. She does not sit in the sun, wears sunscreen, wears the hat, like the whole nine, right? Moisturizes. Like, she looks great for 75, but she still has wrinkly skin, right? She's 75.
Wow. I mean, what do you?
I may not make it that long.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I have to pee a couple of times in the middle of the night. I mean, I'm 50. I'm almost 55. It's just what happens.
Have you had your prostate checked?
Have I what?
Had your prostate checked?
No, not recently.
In the middle of the night, you got to get it checked, man.
Really?
You haven't had your whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
They haven't scoped your butt yet?
I mean, I'm listening, Danny. Yeah.
Yeah, no. If it could be a sign, you have to have it checked.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, you got to get it done at least between 50 and 60.
Yeah, because it means that if your prostate's enlarged, that could be what's making you have to pee in the middle of the night.
Okay. All right. Sometimes I just was thinking that maybe my sugar was kind of high.
Could be that too. Either way, figure it out.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you guys are talking about
I'll
that.
go get it checked.
Literally, my boyfriend started waking me up in the 5-6 o'clock in the morning because he has to use the bathroom and can't sleep all the way through the night anymore. I'm like, you should probably go to the doctor. And he was like, I'm fine. I'm a strong young man.
How old is your boyfriend?
32.
Oh, he needs to check his sugar.
That's way too young to have.
He's so young no more.
Yeah, 32. Man,
That's still young. That's still.
I wouldn't be surprised. He eats like trash. Like, he literally never gets sick, but he also has never eaten a vegetable in his life. And I'm just like, how are you alive?
Did you just say he was trash?
I said no. I said he eats like trash.
Oh, I was just what is going on?
We have like completely separate meals. Like, my meal will be pretty and colorful and perfectly proportioned, and he'll have like half of his meal be French fries.
I can't do that, man. I think it's because I grew up playing like competitive soccer and stuff, but and probably I was like severely ill when I was in high school.
So I definitely used to eat that way.
Like I can't eat like that at all. Like I have friends who were like, will like eat, especially when we were living in the dorms and we were eating like the cafeteria food and stuff like that. Like, hamburgers like every other day or every day, fries plus whatever. And I'm like, I can't do that, dude. Like, I just feel so bad afterwards. Like, my body just rejects it.
I wasn't raised to know what nutrition or skincare, these are things I've just been pondering lately. Like, everything I do now, like, my family views as like bougie. Like, my mom and my little sister and my little brother, like, they think it's like bougie because this is not how we were raised. Like, my vegetables growing up were like corn and green beans.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was for us too. Yeah. But now I don't drink. I don't eat sugar. I'm kicking off caffeine right now, which has been a little tougher than I thought it was going to be. I stopped smoking a year ago. I'm not really sure what else there is after that. I mean, we cook all our own food now, most of it anyways. Drink a lot of water. Yeah. Yep.
Like, when I was little and playing soccer, like, that was one of the big things that, like, my coach, I hated that coach. He was terrible. But, like, one of the things that he instilled in us was that, like, you have to eat well to play well.
Yeah.
So, and then I had Addison's disease when I was in high school. And so that was another thing where it's like, I just got to take care of my body, like, in general. And I feel like, especially compared to my sister who, we grew up parallel to each other. Like, I have, oh my God, I have like distinct eating habits in comparison to her, in comparison to the rest of my family too, because like, I was very sick and, I've had to like learn to take care of my body, whether it's taking medication, whether it's like doing doctor checks, or whether it's like, drinking enough water and eating things that make me feel good. Oh, the other thing is that I'm lactose intolerant. So that cuts out a lot of like cheese and unnecessary fats. Yeah. But I've always been lactose intolerant. So
I've heard of Addison's disease, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
So I can actually look it up. JFK had it. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
But it really sucked. It was oh my God. It was what is it called? A side effect of it was a side effect of one of my medications that I was taking for my asthma. And it caused my adrenal glands to basically shut off. And so I'm like a small person, like Cecilia, like I'm 5'4", like 130-ish pounds, but I have a whole bunch of stretch marks, like, on my arms, on my shins. All of that was like caused by the Addison's disease. Got really depressed.
Yeah.
What else? That was when I tore my knee, or when I sprained my knee because my body was weak. Lots of things. I got off that medication though, and I'm doing great now. So, plus side, I know how to take care of my body because my, medications that I was taking hated me. So.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go back to work. So there's some people waiting for me. For everybody that listened, we're happy that you guys stopped in. This is just one of those weeks. I mean, we do it. We've been doing it for a whole year now. So this is a little glimpse behind the curtain into who we are, right? We're just not these disembodied brainiacs that come at you every week with all these facts and figures and opinions.
We're not actually using this, are we?
Yeah, we are.
I just realized that I cussed and I said words that I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, it's fucking okay. Who cares? All right. All right. To all you dysfunctionals out there, we'll see you all next week. All right. Later.
This is the Reality Dysfunction.